We invite you to join us here on the 18th of November, where we will begin a parade in memory of Donnchadh de Barra, the unknown commandant, hero of the War of Independence and defender of the Irish Republic. Donnchadh de Barra was a man in the tradition of James Connolly, a man of labour who stood up for the working people, for the improvement of their life. Was his vision of the Republic. It wasn't some academic question, it was a question of the life of the people. The parade will have left Connolly Hall, proceeding around Patrick Street to come down here, down Grand Parade, as far as the National Monument here, a monument built to the heroes of Ireland, generation upon generation, who've stood up for the welfare of the people. Donnchadh de Barra is in that class, comparable to Michael Dwyer there standing beside us. And at this location, there will be a rally. We're happy to have a guest speaker, Dr Tim Horgan, a well-known independent commentator, and we'll try to have some music and maybe some poetry, just to celebrate the life of a patriot. This is where Donnchadh de Barra is buried, beside his comrades Tomás, Terence, MacSwiney. He has got this position, a special position here at the Republican plot in Cork, in St Finbar Cemetery, and this is a measure of the esteem in which his own comrades held him, that he would take position here beside MacSwiney and McCurtain. That shows you the status of this man. After Donnchadh died on hunger strike on the 20th of November, he was buried here, his funeral came here. One of the terrible things which happened at the time was Bishop Collin in Cork, who 2 years previous had welcomed the remains of Terence MacSwiney being returned here to Cork into the churches and blessings and so on. But the bishop issued an edict that Donnchadh de Barra was not allowed to enter any church in Cork. Despite that terrible ruling, and of course there were mass excommunicating Republicans at the time, but despite that, a huge turnout happened to send Donnchadh de Barra to his final rest. Crowds at level with MacSwiney and McCurtain themselves. Cork remembered their hero, and he is still remembered, though known as the unknown commandant. So there will be other events which we're going to pop the river stick in a moment, which we'll outline for you, and we encourage people, take part in this. Let's keep the memory of these Republican heroes alive. They matter. What they stood for matters, because the Republic remains to be re-established. We're here in Riverstick in County Cork, just about 10 miles south of the city. And what we have beside us here is a memorial erected in the local community to Donnchadh de Barra. Aside from the parade and the rally in Cork City, there's a number of other events being organised over that weekend, and just to give you the flavour of them. On Saturday evening at 7:30, right here, there will be a Remember Dennis Barry, his whole life, a presentation given by J.J. Hurley at the community hall here. On Sunday at 12 o'clock, Sunday morning, a talk will be given by historian Dr Gabriel Doherty of UCC. And at 1:30 on Sunday, fittingly, a commemorative hurling game will take place between Blackrock National Hurling Club, the Rockies, and the local Ballymyrtle, which was Donnchadh's own club. Of course, when he was in Cork, Donnchadh won 4 county championship medals with the Rockies, 4 in a row. So sport and culture were his thing, as was love of the Irish language and Irish culture. So join in any of these events. We'll put some of the ads in the timeline here. Let's celebrate the life of a patriot. Curragh Camp.